In this video, we're going to check out the Elysium Libretto Hi-Fi Bluetooth Stereo Headset. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what you get first, and you kind of get a lot for the money. First, you get the really nice box, which I was surprised the box was this nice. And you can take a look at the box here, see all of the specifications. It's Bluetooth, built-in rechargeable battery, designer quality leatherette headband, pretty soft, brushed aluminum, and there are buttons right on the device there. All right, so that's that box. And inside that box is all of this stuff here, which, just open this up for you here. That's the back of it. Pop this open. Like I said, you actually get a lot, for the money. It even comes with a case here, a soft case. It's got a little pouch, pretty cool. And of course, your instruction manual. And of course, that's the inside of the box there. All right, that's kind of boring. But inside of the plastic, you even get a cable, a 1/8 inch cable. So these are Bluetooth, no doubt. But if, say, you run out of a charge on your Bluetooth, you can just plug in your cable and plug that into your phone and use them just like that, even if they're not charged up. In fact, I did that today and it worked. It does come with this cable, which is pretty nice. It also comes with this splitter if you happen to have something that's dual mono. And of course, it even comes with our USB charging cable. Now, it doesn't come with like a head or anything, like we get for our phones. It doesn't come with this part here, but you could use one of these, of course, anyone that you happen to have laying around from any phone, or of course, plug the USB directly into a computer to charge it up. And this is micro USB. So if you already have a phone charger that's micro USB, it'll probably work. They suggest against that, but I'm saying it will probably work. My opinion, again, follow the directions to keep your warranty. All right, so now we'll take a quick tour of the instruction manual here. You can see that they fold up very nicely there. It's our user manual. And on this side here, hopefully you can see, here's all of our functions, which is pretty cool just to be able to reach up and quickly press these buttons to say volume up or down or next song. You can even answer calls in this, and there's a built-in microphone, okay, that will answer calls. Now, I did try out the answering a call, and the caller said that they could kind of hear feedback, not from my end, but from their end. So like they would call me, I'd answer the call, and they'd say some words, and they'd kind of hear those words repeated. That leads me to believe that the microphone and of course the speaker are pretty close together, so that's probably why they're getting a little bit of feedback. They said they could hear me, and I could hear them fine, but I just want you to be aware of that. Okay, but it worked pretty well, and I personally don't really, use these for calls. I use these for, listening to music and stuff. All right, so back to the manual here. You can take a quick look over this. Here's your warnings, gentle reminders, care and maintenance, charging the headphones, which these are already charged up. See the power on, off, and all of your ports there. Okay, so that should give you information on how to use this. As you can see, all the things that you can do there. Hopefully you can read that. Power on, playback controls, push to talk call functions. There you go. Read that as you wish. And there you go. All right, so now we'll look over the headphones. Like as you saw, it has a leatherette, so it's not real leather. Headband there, sort of vinyl-like feeling. Ear cups, which are very soft. Now, I kind of thought these would be a little bit bigger, but I'm used to stereo monitor headphones, professional headphones, $200 and up. Headphones, because I mix music, I make music, I do that sort of thing. These were a little smaller than I thought, but they sound really good for, I think these are like $35, around $35. These are really nice. See, here's your bottom, there's your light. This will shine up blue and it will show red whenever it's charging. And there's your ports, your micro USB, and for your included cable there, your 8 inch cable. We've already saw the buttons right there. This you just press on it, but you can hear that. Okay, and this does definitely adjust. Now I have a rather large head, rather large skull, and these happen to fit me just fine. Okay, and you can push this in and fold them around and put them in your case or whatever, and travel with them. So I tested these out mowing the yard to see if I could get the music loud enough, and I definitely could. I always like regular headphones, over-ear headphones more than earbuds. these get very loud. Now, as far as the sound goes, I mainly listen to metal, extreme metal, um, Lamb of God, Cannibal Corpse, Amon Amarth, which we listened to today, to really test these out. And at first I thought that maybe the lower mid-range, where you get that really chunky guitar on your palm mutes, that sounded a little bit bass heavy, because I really think these are tuned for pop music, which would, rap, hip hop, and popular style music. If you listen to popular style music, or if you want to use these for YouTube videos, any video that's just talking, the sound will be perfect. You wouldn't have to equalize it at all, because these are set up for the consumer. Like I said, I am used to pro studio headphones that are completely flat across the spectrum. To me, these sound like they are tuned to be a little bass heavy. However, getting used to, I had to get used to it for 30 minutes or so. Once I got used to the sound, it was fine. Okay. So I didn't need to apply any equalization. It was just a little different than what I'm personally used to, because again, these are consumer headphones. These are not professional, professional level headphones that you would want to mix on. Now you could, I might throw these on when I'm traveling with my Surface and do a quick mix if I'm throwing down a beat or something. That would definitely work. I mean, I'd definitely hook up some studio monitors later on and make sure, when I'm actually mixing, to make sure everything's good. But these could work for that for sure. Okay, so the sound is pretty good. Again, if you listen to pop music, which is called pop music for a reason, it's popular, so therefore most of you probably do, these are going to sound great. They have a huge bass response to them, much larger than you would expect for headphones this size. But getting back to my preference, metal, the kick drum came through loud and clear. You could feel the kick of the drum, of the kick drum. I mean, that double bass drum, bam, 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 bam. It felt great. Like you could almost feel it even with these smaller headphones. The vocals, the screaming vocals, they came through loud and clear. The guitars, the upper end sounded good. Like I said, that lower mid, somewhere around 250, 500 or so, maybe a little bass heavy for my preference, but most people are going to like that. All right, so that's my experience with these headphones. I actually like them quite a bit. And as far as the Bluetooth range goes, indoors, I was able to get about 15 feet away, because there's walls in here and stuff. Outdoors, it could probably be longer. I believe they say something like 12 meters. Yeah, up to 12 meters. Okay, so we're getting about 15 feet indoors. Now, one thing I did have to do to pair this, because I had a little bit of a problem, I had to hit advanced, and just make sure you check that here. Now, this is a Nokia Lumia 1520. I can't tell you, an iPhone and Android, I don't know how that's going to work there, but on Windows, just check that advanced box right there, the use alternate Bluetooth audio connection for speech, because again, these have a microphone in them. You can make phone calls on these. All right, so check that and it should pair no problem. I also had no problem pairing this up to my Surface. Like I said, it works great for YouTube, works great for pretty much all music. Again, my preference, I'm a little particular because I'm used to completely flat responses, but that's me. If you're a consumer of music, those kind of things, I really think you're going to like these headphones. Pretty nice. So you can go check those out on Amazon. They're rather inexpensive for, all you get, which pretty darn cool, especially having all this control, which is really easy to just reach up while you're, mowing your yard or whatever and just hit that button real quick. Pretty cool. All right, so that is the Elysium Libretto Hi-Fi Bluetooth stereo headset.